This is a really nice couch we bought used, but I've just recently noticed there's a gap right here, and then gap here, and a gap here. Some of this got damaged during the move, so time to fix it. So there's these inserts that these studs fit into, and you can tell this one's cracked out a little bit too. This one is cracked out a fair bit more, and this is some old glue. So somebody previously tried to glue this together, and this too, so that's probably from before the move. I was actually tempted to pull those joints back together with pocket holes, but when I realized how easily the whole thing came apart, I figured I should just disassemble it and re-glue it. I'm looking in this hole, and the crack at the bottom of the hole is about in as far as this thing is long. So this damage is quite deep. Okay, that didn't fix it. You'll see what this circle is for later. I didn't want to use a sander to clean this up because I figured it would just gum up the belt. It doesn't even look like they used any glue at all in here, or hardly any. Almost no glue. At least this is easy to clean up. Well, these ones are... I damage them if I try to pull them out, so I'll have to leave whatever glue is in there. My thought had been to just put some wood screws somewhere else, but now I'm thinking maybe I should fix this. But the damaged area is actually goes all the way out to here, so I need to route that out and put an insert in. And the good machine to do that on is my slot mortiser, and I'm just going to use my router fence to hold this on there vertically. So I think I got out all that was cracked in here. It's a bit like a dentist drilling out the rotten part of a tooth. And now I'm using that circle I drew earlier to find the center of the old hole. That way I don't have to take any measurements and it's less error prone. And now reassembling that whole frame, but this time with proper wood glue. And here I'm having a really frustrating time trying to get all those joints to close at the same time. I just couldn't get those joints closed to my satisfaction, so I ended up prying it all apart, drilling the dowel holes a little bit deeper, and then putting it back together again. With the frustrations I've had trying to close these joints, I'm looking at the other side now, and I notice this joint has got quite a gap in it. That joint is closed. That joint's got a gap. This doesn't quite line up right here. So this was never right in the first place. After I put it back together, I decided that those threaded inserts weren't enough to hold the whole side assembly, so I added 5 more wood screws and a few wood screws to the other side as well. So, not a perfect job. Visible gap here and here, but based on glue residue, those were there when we got the couch, and I never really paid much attention to that until the gap got really big. And of course, now that I've fixed it, it bothers me that it isn't perfect.